Today our topic is mole concept. Mole concept, that is an important concept in chemistry. There are many numerical problems based on this concept. What is actually meant by a mole? Simply we can say 1 mole of a substance is the quantity which contains 6.02 into 10 raised to 23 entities. Entities means it can be molecule, atom, electrons, or ions. So in general, we can say entities. So definition that is a little complex. It is defined as 1 mole of the amount of a substance that contains as many particles or entities as there are atoms in exactly 12 grams of the carbon 12 isotope. But simply what you can understand, 1 mole is the quantity which contains 6.02 into 10 raised to 23 entities. Simply, you understand that. And when you measure the mass of 6.02 into 10 raised to 23 atoms, you will get a gram atomic mass. When you measure the mass of 6.02 into 10 raised to 23 molecules, you will get a gram molecular mass. Or simply we can say molar mass. So what you can understand from these statements, 1 mole represent a number, that is 6.02 into 10 raised to 23. 1 mole atom means 6.02 into 10 raised to 23 atom. 1 mole molecule means 6.02 into 10 raised to 23 molecules. 1 mole electron means 6.02 into 10 raised to 23 electrons. If we take this different substances, 1 mole quantity of different substances, that will be like this. You can see it here. Potassium dichromate. If you take 1 mole potassium dichromate, this is the quantity. Copper sulfate, this is the quantity. Water, you can say 1 mole water. It represents 1 mole water. 18 grams, that is 1 mole water. These are other salts. Some other salts are taken to represent 1 mole. So I think now you have a little idea about this mole concept. What is meant by a mole? But our problem is the solution of numerical problems based on mole concept. The numerical problems, we can solve the numerical problems based on mole concept with 3 equations. These are the 3 equations. To find out number of moles, we have 3 equations. Case 1, if the mass of the substance is given, then to find out number of moles, we can use the first equation. Number of moles equal to given mass divided by molecular mass or atomic mass. If you want to find out number of moles of molecules, then given mass by molecular mass. If you want to find out number of moles of atoms, given mass by atomic mass. So in a question, if you are asked to find out number of moles and mass is given, you have to use this equation. If mass is given, which is the equation, number of moles equal to given mass divided by molecular mass. If you want to find out number of moles of atoms, given mass divided by atomic mass. Now second case, instead of mass, suppose number of molecules are given. Then how will you find out number of moles? We know 1 mole contains 6.02 into 10 raised to 23 molecules. 1 mole of molecule means 6.02 into 10 raised to 23 molecules. So number of moles can be calculated using the equation. Number of moles equal to given number of molecules divided by 6.02 into 10 raised to 23. If you want to find out number of moles of atoms, then how will you find out? Given number of atoms divided by 6.02 into 10 raised to 23. So if number of atoms are given number of atoms divided by 6.02 into 10 raised to 23 will give you number of moles of atoms. If number of molecules are given, number of molecules divided by 6.02 into 10 raised to 23 will give you number of moles of molecules. So both instead of mass and number of molecules, volume at STP is given. Volume at STP is given. If volume at STP is given, how will you find out number of moles? We know volume of 1 mole is 22.4 liters at STP. 22.414 liters exactly. 22.414 liters at STP. Then how will you find out number of moles if volume of a gas at STP is given? The number of moles equal to given volume at STP divided by 22.414 liters. Given volume at STP divided by 22.414 liters. If the given volume is in liter, we can use this equation. Suppose the given volume in milliliter, then what is the equation? Given volume at STP divided by 22,400 ml. The numerator and in the denominator, the units should be same. That is very important. Now we can see some problems based on this equation. Then the equations will be more clear to you. First question, calculate mass of an atom of silver. Calculate mass of an atom of silver. You are asked to calculate. So it is not possible to simply look into the periodic table and write down the answer as 180 units. You are asked to calculate mass of one atom of silver. So you cannot write it simply as 180 units. Then how will you calculate the mass of? So you have to calculate mass of one atom of silver in grams. You know mass of 6.02 into 10 raised to 23 atoms of silver. What is the mass of 6.02 into 10 raised to 23 atoms of silver? 108 gram. 108 gram. Therefore, what is the mass of one atom of silver? 108 divided by 6.02 into 10 raised to 23. Molar mass of silver atom 108 gram. Mass of 6.02 into 10 raised to 23 atoms 108 gram. Therefore, mass of one atom 108 divided by 6.02 into 10 raised to 23. That is equal to 1.793 into 10 raised to minus 22 gram. The simple problem. You solve it, just read the question and try to solve it yourself. If the first one is clear, then second one is easy. A molecule of CO2, you have to calculate mass of a molecule of CO2. If you want to calculate the mass of a molecule of CO2, you should know molecular mass of CO2 or molar mass of CO2. What is the molecular mass of CO2? Carbon 12 gram, oxygen 16 gram. So 16 into 2, 32 plus 12, 44 gram. That is molecular mass of, molar mass of CO2 or mass of 1 mole CO2 or mass of 6.02 into 23 molecules of CO2. Molar mass of CO2 44 gram. That is mass of 6.02 into 10 raised to 23 molecules of CO2 44 gram. So what is the mass of one molecule of CO2? 44 divided by 6.02 into 10 raised to 23. That is equal to 7.307 into 10 raised to minus 23. I think it is clear to you. If it is not clear, do it again and again and make it clear. Okay, we can go to the next problem. Calculate number of moles in 10 gram of CaCO3. Number of moles in 10 gram of CaCO3. If the mass is given, then what is the equation? Number of moles equal to given mass divided by molar mass. Given mass divided by molar mass. Given mass divided by molar mass. What is the given mass? 10 gram divided by molar mass 100. So that is equal to 0.1 mole. The first one is very simple. The second question, number of molecules are given. 1 into 10 raised to 23 molecules of CO2. Then which equation can be used? Number of moles equal to number of molecules divided by 6.02 into 10 raised to 23. It is the equation. Substitute the values. Given number of molecules. 1 into 10 raised to 23 divided by 6.02 into 10 raised to 23. Then what will you get? 0.166 moles. Oh, sorry, it is into 10 raised to 23. Into 10 raised to 23. So if you divide it, you will get the correct answer, that is 0.166 moles. And if it is not clear, as I already mentioned, solve it again and again. Do it 2 or 3 times. Then it will be clear to you. Now we can go to the next question. So here you are asked to calculate the volume occupied by at STP. Volume occupied at STP. That you have to find out. You know, the volume of 1 mole gas at STP 22.4 liters. Volume of 1 mole gas at STP 22.4 liters. 1 mole. So what is the volume of N mole of gas at STP? N into 22.4. So if you can find out N, that is number of moles, you can find out volume at STP, isn't it? If you can find out N, number of moles, you can find out the volume at STP by multiplying N with the 22.4, isn't it? So we can solve it one by one. First one, 14 gram nitrogen. How will you calculate number of moles? Number of moles of nitrogen equal to given mass by molar mass. Given mass 14 gram divided by molar gram 28. Molar mass 28 gram equal to 0.5. Volume of 1 mole at STP 22.414 liters. So volume of 0.5 mole at STP. Number of moles into 22.414 equal to 11.207 liters. Now the second case, 1.5 moles of carbon dioxide. Number of moles directly given, 1.5. So what is the volume? 1.5 into 22.414 liters. That is 33.621 liters. And the third case, number of molecules are given. Then how will you find out number of moles? Given number of molecules divided by 6.02 into 10 raised to 23. Given number of molecules divided by 6.02 10 raised to 23. Given number of molecules 10 raised to 21 divided by 6.02 10 raised to 23. That is equal to 1.66 into 10 raised to minus 3. Then how will you find out volume at STP? Number of moles into 22.414 liters. Number of moles into 22.414 liters. And the answer 3.72 into 10 raised to minus 2 liters. Now some homeworks for you. It is very simple. Just read and try to solve it. And here you can see milligram. What is meant by milligram? 10 raised to minus 3 gram. And microgram 10 raised to minus 6 gram. That is microgram. These questions are very simple. Try to solve it. After solving it in your notebook, submit the solutions through Google Classroom. Okay, today we can stop here, solve the problems and study well.